Welcome back to The Edge. Google's link spam algorithm update is rolling out. Yes, another one. Google speaks about redirects. How long should we keep them around? And why is this site ranking? Google now shows you why. Are you serious? You're listening to News from The Edge, the week of July 26, 2021, here on Edge of the Web Radio.
From the Edge of the Web studios, here's what we're looking at this week.
That was a rusty takeoff. A little bit choppy weather there. I'm back from I'm back from vacation now, and I'm happy to be back in the seat. I'm going to be back in the seat for a while. No offense to Mordy Oberstein.
Yeah, thanks. Appreciate that. Like, letting the audience know I will not be sitting in the captain's chair again for a long time.
I am so sorry, everyone.
Smart marketing move.
Really,
how many listeners did we lose?
I don't. Actually, there is a correlation. Every time you actually jump into the intro earlier and earlier, more drop off. I don't know what's going on there, Morty.
It's the sound of my voice, I guess. Hello.
Hello. All right, let's get over to Morty. Here's Morty right here.
Hi, I'm Morty.
There's Morty. And for everyone,
I'm waving. It's an audio experience, and I'm waving.
Dude, this is an omni-channel broadcast, so we're broadcasting across all different mediums. So
that's true.
If you want to go see who and what Morty is, he's right on screen there over at YouTube. So if you're listening to audio, jump over to youtube.com/edge of the web, and yeah, you can see Morty in his pristine glory there, right?
Avert your eyes.
Well, this is Edge of the Web. I'm your host, Erin Sparks, filling in for Mordy Oberstein.
I'm Erin Sparks.
I'm Ron Burgundy. All right. Every week we're bringing you amazing guests to chat with and trending digital marketing topics to talk about. And we're covering the SEO and digital marketing news separately from our interview podcast each and every week. So we're covering as much as we can, as quickly as we can, and get it over to you. So I think there's a whole other diversion of my more quickly variant there. How about
That's fine. You can have your thing. I can have my thing. You could be wrong and I could be right. It's all fine.
See, that's how you're diplomatic in the SEO circles right there, right?
Yep. You put it in very subtly so no one realizes what you just said.
I'm so sorry that you're wrong, but I completely support your ability to be wrong, right?
Right. And that sounds really supportive, so I support that.
Well, be sure to check out all the supportive videos and shows over at edgeofthewebradio.com. That's edgeofthewebradio.com. You want news in your news inbox? You want this news regularly? Be sure to sign up for the Edge of the Web newsletter. I am so sorry. I've been failing to mention this for the longest time. Each week we dial in what you need to know for your digital marketing week, and we boil down quick take nuggets so you don't have to go into long reads. This is quick stuff linked out to the respective articles, and who knows what gets in there from each and every show. So we talk about what we covered in the news as well as our guest interview for the week. So visit Edge of the Web Radio today, or simply text to the number 22828 the word Edge Talk, and you can sign up right there. Do it right now, Morty. Sign it up right now.
I need it. Okay. I'll do it.
Did you already?
No. I didn't know we had one until like 3 weeks ago.
So that's why
you never promote. I blame you.
I blame myself too. For some odd reason, I pulled that out of the deck a long time ago. But yes, we have a newsletter, and we're wanting to bring everybody back around the campfire. So jump on that 22828, the word Edge Talk today. We'll sign up for a free newsletter. Check out all the recent shows over at Edge of the Web Radio. The guy you're talking to is Mordy Oberstein. He's the head of, well, they're not really talking to him. They're listening to him, right?
I feel like I'm talking to the audience.
Well, don't abuse him.
I don't know.
He is the head of communications at SEMrush. Morty, how is your week going?
It was great until I'm trying to find where's the newsletter. It's in the About section.
No, it's right at the top of the page.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
Where?
There's a banner right there. Join the newsletter right there. Edge of the Web.
I see Edge of the Web podcast series. Listen now.
No, we're all the way at the top.
I do not see this.
This is great radio.
I don't know what you're talking about. There's Garrett.
Then simply text to the number 22828, the word Edge Talk.
I'm not texting. I don't know what you're. This is redonkulous.
Okay. All right.
Where's the button?
The button's right there.
It's not there at all.
You have some sort of banner blocker there?
No,
right.
This is ridiculous.
All right. So, not like we haven't been running this thing for years, but evidently Morty can't find
I'll share my screen with you. I will share my screen.
And again, the audio listeners are in rapt attention right now.
This is you want people to sign up? You gotta have it there, man.
It is there.
Come on, man.
Come on, man. Hey, it's not there anymore.
Yeah, see? I'm not crazy. You're crazy.
I'm not crazy. Well, okay. Right after the show, we'll actually have that up on the top so you can sign up.
This has been Lessons in CRO by Mordy Oberstein.
All right. So what's going on in your world besides abusing me, Morty?
I'm sorry. I missed you. It's my way of being endearing. Let's see. I'm traveling to Miami next week, and I'm freaked out of my mind.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Because
of the
Miami?
Delta.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh, yeah, and Miami.
There's always that.
And the Delta. I'm excited. Also, I'm going to fly up to New York and see my sister, who I haven't seen in 2 years, basically. So that's good.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm more scared of like bringing it back to my kids because they're not vaccinated.
No, just wrap yourself up in a bubble.
It's a good idea.
Yeah. Morty in a bubble.
There better not be people breathing on me in the airplane.
No. We just did our flights back and forth to Colorado, and we were wrapped up like a bundle, making sure that we didn't take on any unnecessary particles. It is scary.
Quadruple mask.
Yeah.
Quadruple mask.
You have to, but at the same time, I think everybody's taking precautions. But again, that data sampling of a few flights right there, that won't give me a full confirmation that everybody's being careful.
Right.
You know.
You're feeling okay? You're feeling good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Great. All right. So that now I have peace of mind.
Let's clean up this microphone afterwards.
What's going on here? In the news today.
All right. So in the news today, over at Search Engine Journal by Matt Southern, Google link spam algorithm update is rolling out on the 26th of July. I'm sorry. Google began rolling out its link spam update, which makes its algorithms more effective at identifying and nullifying link spam. The update begins rolling out yesterday, and will take at least 2 weeks to roll out broadly to search results in multiple languages. So, did we not have a link spam update in June, Morty?
We had a spam update.
That's right.
In June.
That is
now
right.
This is link spam in June. There's a lot of update going on.
There is a crap ton of updates. There's 5 now, right?
Confused by this a little bit because why the need for a specific algorithm update around link spam?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't there Panda in real time part of the core algorithm now?
Exactly. We've had multiple versions of Panda and Penguin, and why would we actually
now it's real time part of the core algorithm? We don't need to worry about links. We know which ones are spammy.
Yep.
I guess not. Which one is true? We know which links are spammy. Don't worry about it, or we need an actual update to go through this and pull this out because something doesn't seem to be right. How are they both true?
I don't know. And I think this real-time link spam update was a bit of fiction. I think that was played upon us for a while. And now we were always looking at different updates and getting the link penalty box removed. And we were waiting 6 months at a time, and we were happy to be able to see it move quicker. But I mean, for an update like this, it kind of nullifies what we've known in the past, right?
I guess, or maybe so maybe it's just something different. So one of the lines that kind of stuck out to me in the announcement, cool announcement, they go through a whole thing. You have to make sure your affiliate links are labeled as being sponsored, which no one probably does because whatever. But they have a line in there. I remember I can't quote, I remember the exact line, but something like, we're doing this update, we're, trying to improve whatever,
mm-hmm.
And looking at multiple languages kind of thing.
Right.
Which made me think like maybe there's the change in how they understand content and how if a page is linking is relevant or not relevant, spam that way, or the anchor text that could pick up spam that way. But the multiple language thing, like, is it a mum thing? Purely speculating, by the way.
That's interesting.
Maybe they're testing out a mum thing, but then maybe they would, if that's the case, then they wouldn't really announce it if they're just testing out a month thing. I wouldn't want to announce that and say, hey, it didn't work.
But
So,
I mean, there
I'm
are
just-
recommendations, like you're talking about, with rel sponsored and sponsored values that may have gone to the wayside for a while, because the first time we were actually alerted to these additional sponsorship references in our link strategy was about 1.5 years ago. Maybe we've all forgotten a bit about caretaking of those, and perhaps that's the signal that Google's wanting to see from, just clean up your own backyard of inbounds that you've got, right?
Could be a crackdown.
Could be a
Hey, we knew
crackdown.
about-
Yep.
Could be a crackdown. Nothing's actually changed in the algorithm. I mean, something that maybe we can check at SEMrush. I have to check what this will look like if you can see changes in certain niches in different countries.
Right.
Maybe this won't be English as much as, let's say, Italian.
Right.
Don't know.
Excellent. Well, be wary of that. And again, in retrospect of the last 60 days, if I'm not mistaken, we've got 5 updates. So
2 core, 2 spam. There was this, series of like unofficial, unconfirmed updates. I looked into that, by the way, a little bit. So a lot of like reversals. So if you lost rank, you could probably gain it back.
Right.
That's your typical unconfirmed update, and then you have this thing.
Right. Yeah. So if
It's just like, hey,
right, I mean, boil this down of why you should care about this is you should always be paying attention to your link profile. Now you really should be paying attention to whether or not you've got any type of sponsored links or any other reference links coming to you. Make sure that, if something's coming in that is truly categorized that way, you contact those linkers and make sure that they're putting the tags appropriately. It could actually be affecting you. And, this is another reminder, right?
I'm so curious. And you see all the time people say, yeah, I still have my PBNs, nothing happens.
Exactly.
Right. I just want to see like if Google's really on top of it, like they say they are, I just want to see like, total crackdown. And you see all these blackhead SEOs, whoa, it's, yeah, that's over.
Yep, exactly.
Waiting for the day.
PBNs. Boy, that's a thing in its own right. But yeah, to take care, because this is a signal right here that links are getting and this is a clear signal. And I think what we're seeing here, there's a lot more demonstrable factors that Google are paying attention to in their algorithm updates. They're much more forthcoming than ever before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
if they're looking at a spam update and they're alerting you to a spam update, and it's not just a ubiquitous
quality.
Yeah, absolutely. It's all about quality, guys. So next article here is also by Matt Southern over at Search Engine Journal as well, regarding quality of your content. If you have redirects on your site to new pages, you need to keep that alive for at least a year. Gary Eash over at Google advises keeping redirects in place for at least 1 year in order to ensure ranking signals are passed permanently. While Google has previously recommended keeping redirects live for a year or longer, it was more of a general best practice, but not something that was known to directly impact ranking signals. So for everybody playing at home, if you have moved your content somewhere else on the website or taken down certain pages and are redirecting it to target service pages or anchor pages someplace, keep those redirects happening and keep them much longer than maybe you were comfortable with in the past. Keep them there because it's all about the inbound ranking signals that were tethered to those original links, right?
Yeah, I mean, Google's, the general recommendations, again, you're talking about transparency.
Sure.
It was always the general sort of recommendation that, after a year or so, we realize and it's fully passed over and you can, get rid of your 3 or 1. But now you're officially hearing a Googler say it's a year,
right.
And they're saying, and that once we pass on that juice, it stays.
Mm-hmm.
You can't put it back onto the other page.
Correct, which is actually interesting, and I want to get your take as a sidebar on this. Is it a good practice to actually reach out to those individual linkers and provide them the new accurate URL as opposed to relying on the redirect?
No, I think Google's got that. It understands it's a redirect and is passing it on.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously, you don't want to do like a whole redirect chain and loop and all that kind of crazy nonsense because you get screwed up. but yeah, and then Google's saying like, we're going to pass on the on the link juice. I haven't seen anything in my reality that would say that's not the case. If people have seen that, well, Google's not really passing it on, that would be very surprising to hear.
I've just always thought that something was getting lost in transit if you actually back.
So it could. I mean, like, if you're saying, I've never seen it, I've never experienced that with the redirect.
Well, fine.
But if you're seeing that, then go right ahead. Good luck getting it to change.
All right. So this is, again, another good perspective of Google being forthright and coming out with some good, practical, tactical information. And I think we're really seeing this evolution. It has been going on for several years now with the entire search metrics team. But I mean, they're coming out with some specific tactics now, right?
They're being much more specific. I don't know if it's a policy change. I'm not sure what it is, but it's very good.
It is very good. You know what's also very good? Having a title sponsor like Site Strategics. We are a pioneer in the agile digital marketing frontier, and our focus, our core specialties are technical SEO, SEM, social media management, conversion rate optimization, except for our own newsletter, as well as results-based marketing that actually works. So we've developed a unique process of omni-channel broadcast and curation of content, of which you're participating right now, either video or audio or transcripts or content on our website or social. We use this type of recording process to be able to leverage our clients' subject matter expertise to be able to connect with the user with authentic and valuable information and guide them through the buyer's journey construct. So if you're interested in what we can do for you over at Site, just give us a call at 877 SEO for Web, 877-736-4932. All right, so swing back around to the subject matter of the day. So Google's being forthright, right? We're talking about this. They're talking about spam. They're talking about link redirects. All right. Now they're actually saying Google now shows you why it ranked a specific search result. Google can now list several of the factors or reasons why it ranked a specific search result in its search results listing. The company actually announced this feature is an expansion to the About This Result box that launched in February of 2021. Where it had certain citations. It's now actually giving specific reasons why, beyond the citations or inbound authority, why this is actually ranking. Now, this is a hot topic, and this has been talked about over the last 2 weeks by a lot of SEOs, and there are a lot of opinions about this. First and foremost, Mordy, have you seen this out in the wild yet?
I saw it when they first announced it. And then I was talking with somebody in the team, and we're trying to look at it, and I couldn't bring up the new version of it. I can only bring up the beta version, where it's just saying your connection to this site is secure and get some information about the site.
Sure.
So I don't know, and maybe it's just me, but I haven't seen that new version since I last checked it when this was first announced.
So Jacob, if you could bring it back on screen again real quick, the what it looks like section. So there's a mobile perspective there of a search query, get the shot. And it's a screenshot of that. As you can see, well, you can't see because you're listening, but you can see your search and results section there. The Google lists numerous bullet points for why it ranked this specific snippet. The source section is above is the old and was launched in February, as mentioned in this article here. But you can see the search in this result, and the information there in this particular example shows the search terms appear in this result, get the shot, bolded, and then you've got terms related to the search appear in the result, getting and vaccine. There's your semantic SEO content wealth right there. And then other websites with your search term and link to this result. The result is in English, and this result is relevant for searches near Vermont. So what did you see there? You have term usage on page. You've got semantic SEO referenced. You've got inbound link authority referenced. You've got href Lang information there, as well as a local mashup factor for Vermont. Now, pretty cool if you look at it on its surface. Wow, they're actually showing us some really cool factors of value there. But Morty, what's the problem here? Besides,
what's going to happen.
Yeah, I do.
Know what's going to happen.
Yep.
SEOs are going to be like, all right, let's write a blog post about, why you need to have these, related keywords are a must in their thing, and otherwise you won't rank. And these are this is why your page ranked, right? The entire algorithm, this is exactly, it's not complicated at all. It was just this. That's why your page ranked.
It's so simplistic.
Because you couldn't possibly say the same thing about all the other pages on the SERP, right?
Exactly. They all have the same factors in one way, shape, or form. It's so
you can say it about page 4.
Not page 4. We don't even talk about page 4.
Do they do that? Can you go all the way to page 4? Like, why this ranks?
Probably so. The deal is that this is so simplistic. Okay, SEOs have an additional burden of educating their clients, and they've got to keep abreast of all the factors, all the nuance factors, all the technical SEO factors that don't bubble up to the surface. I mean, you have to have a consolidated type of communication with your client. If your client's looking at these as, well, this is the only reason that this thing is ranking, why aren't we ranking? It is arming the client with a very small set of factors to champion inside their organization, where there's so much more when it comes down to SEO. This is not just the tip of the iceberg. This is the most simplified breakdown of factors that we know have much deeper roots. What say you?
So there's so many audiences here. There's the SEO audience, and this is not for us.
Yep.
Exactly. Because it's important to, this is Google did not do this for us, so we can figure out how to rank websites. And if you're looking at this thing like, yeah, I'm gonna get major insights here. Oh my God, what the hell?
Screw that 30-point checklist. I got 5 points. That's all I need.
That's it. By the way, sometimes it doesn't mention links.
Right.
Sometimes or maybe they're not uniform factor. Ridiculous. Then you have the user who doesn't cite shown on the SERP, but they're just searching.
Right.
I think it's mainly for them to understand. I think I've seen a bunch of people talk about this on Twitter. Hey, Google has a whole transparency issue on these lawsuits and blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Here they're showing their transparency. The average person can look and they can see blah, 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 blah.
Right.
It's more probably for show, because who's ever clicking on those 3 dots?
So,
I had a conversation with somebody like, Morty, what feature are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. No, you see the 3 dots? Like, oh,
exactly.
The 3 dots.
It's almost like covering your ass process here. And that's what we're talking about. Is they're so hammered with what's going on with our own search results. So they're putting a little bit of annotation. That's what the feature snippet was all about in February. Is these are the authentic or the authoritative links that are passing down the in-link factors, and this is why this is valued on cert. And so they're getting to this truth factor and trying to put together a pool of resources that validate that this page is as valuable as it should be in their eyes. But it's such a small window of true algorithm factors that are in there. It is fluff. It is almost this cursory.
What are they going to put in there? Nothing. Like, yeah, we have no idea why we rank this over here.
Well, we do, but we're not going to tell you, right? So this is like a freaking Hallmark card that they're sending to somebody. All right, yeah, this is why.
The only scenario where I see this make sense, and this is like from my days at Wix and talking with site owners there who just getting started, they're business owners and they're trying to understand what the heck SEO is. When they Google the keywords that are relevant to them, and they're trying to understand why they do or don't rank, to see that they're like, oh, okay, so right, they have links. Okay, I don't have that. There's topically related keywords, so Google has a contextual understanding of what I'm talking about. Okay, I get that. Let me look into this more and start thinking about my own site or researching these things as a starting point.
Yeah.
For sites interested in understanding what this whole SEO thing is, that could be helpful to kickstart their SEO journey. That's the only scenario I really see this being helpful.
So wait a minute. Are you saying that Google's doing the more you know public service announcement?
That would be nice.
I mean, literally, all things considered, if they're helping garner more business for SEOs, right?
Right? No, I mean that's like the only case where it's conceivably helpful. The average person looking is not going to find it. They're going to look at this and be like, "What the hell are links? What are you talking about?"
Right.
Right. Your grandmother is searching. She finds a result. She finds the 3 dots. And every time I say 3 dots, I remind myself of the 3 shells from Demolition Man. There's
a deep cut right there.
There you go. The 3 dots. You click on it. Grandma sees it. She's like, "Oh, this makes sense. They have inbound links, of course." No.
It's not for the consumer. It's for the business owner, and it's also for transparency. If they're actually going to be pressed by Senate, by Congress, why are you doing these search results? They're creating their structure of
optics.
You're absolutely right. It's an optics play. Yep.
By the way, sidebar, Google is great at optics sometimes terrible. Like that's a different, but sometimes really good at doing things that you don't quite like what, but optically they look really good.
Sure.
That's an marketing strategy.
Got an example there?
The 3 dot thing. No, I have other ones. I can't think of the top of my head. I wrote a blog post about this years.
We'll stay with the 3 dot thing. So yeah, for anybody who actually does, I'd love to know what the click through traffic is, or the engagement traffic on the 3 dots. You know. Anyway.
Google could literally put like random crap in that box, and no one would even notice.
That's lorem ipsum as it unpacks.
Right, lorem ipsum, blah blah blah.
That's why it's all in Latin. Fantastic. All right, you know what's not in Latin? It's SEO Chat. Each and every Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern, there is non-Latin, although nothing against Latin, but I mean, they're not going to be talking in lorem ipsum and Cicero in Greek, right? So, yeah, sorry.
You just completely reminded me that I completely forgot to tweet out today that there's SEO Chat coming. I'm like, oh no.
That's what we're here for, Mordy.
Now.
So yes, SEO Chat is this Thursday, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Okay.
We're talking about giving your Google My Business profile some pizzazz, letting it, some oomph, letting it stand out. Susan Staup is hosting.
Cool.
Yeah. So she's really awesome. Ironically, the local SEO community really sticks together.
Yeah, they do.
I like that.
Yep.
They've all been promoting her hosting the chat.
Like Mike Blumenthal and Joey Hawkins, they all stay together in that.
And Susan speaking at White Spark, and White Spark tweeted it out.
Yeah.
Darren Shaw, by the way, is a good guy.
Yeah, we're going to have him on the show here soon, too.
Have you had him on?
Yeah, we've had him on before. It's one of our more popular videos. He was actually saying why no business should ever use Yext. So that's a thing. But yeah, we're swinging him back around, and we're going to be talking to him about local as well here soon.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, he's a really, really sweet guy.
Absolutely.
So yeah, that's happening Thursday, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. SEO Chat, be there.
Be there. All right. So any final thoughts for our SEO and digital marketing audience this week?
Don't be a piece of, I'm sorry, I won't steal your thunder again.
Jeez. See? You like it.
I did that once.
You like it too much, don't you? Yeah, I know you did.
No, nothing, hang in there, updates, you'll be okay. Whatever.
Don't panic, get your towel.
Don't panic, usual crap, everybody says.
All right.
Or if you lost all your rankings, completely freak out, whatever you want, whatever floats your boat.
Just running around with your hair on fire. Maybe you just didn't deserve those ranks to begin with. That's what Google's saying. Right?
Yeah, please put out a lot of speculation about all these updates that you have no backing for. It's really enjoyable to see that out there.
All right, sir. Well, we appreciate your input, and we wish you all the best this week, and we'll certainly be dialed in for SEO Chat, and we'll look forward to.
Will you? So you'll be there?
I'll be there in spirit, one way, shape, or form.
Great. So you're just placating me.
Or maybe Clay will. Clay in the in the lobby.
Clay seems really tuned in. Inside joke.
There you go. All right. So thank you, sir. And we'll be talking to you next week. Thanks for manning the helm here with my prolonged vacation departures there. I appreciate it.
Yeah, my pleasure. Thanks for giving me the opportunity to not ruin the podcast.
Well, we fixed it all in post. So
I was getting to a rhythm there. My third time hosting it. Now you're back full time. There goes that.
Yeah, you tried, but I'm back. Thanks so much. And thanks for getting Barry on. Evidently, he'll come on for you, but not for me.
That's life, buddy.
All right, Barry, we're coming for you, man. That's it for Edge this week. Thanks for listening and watching our videos as well. Be sure to give us a review if you like this show or if you like Mordy's show. Give us some input. Let us know how we do over here. So over at iTunes, we'd certainly appreciate a review and some information coming from you so we can better deliver the content that you're looking for each and every week. Check us out over at YouTube on Edge of the Web and be able to see when we're going and dropping nuggets of gold in the video side of things on a regular basis. Make sure you check out Edge of the Web Radio and the newsletter banner as soon as I get to it. We'll make sure that's up and running again. And jump on our newsletter and text to the number 22828, the word Edge Talk, so you can join us in our communication community. All right, so from all of us over at Edge, stay safe, stay well, and don't be a piece of cyber driftwood. Boy, that feels so good to say again. All right, take care. Bye-bye.